Hello, I'm Peter Wiggins there, and do you know what I got at the Carmen and Ginger store in downtown Providence? Is that it? Another vintage road map, and this is an Esso road map for southern New England, which includes the states of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, and includes the maps of Boston and Cape Cod. Of course, Esso is now Exxon here, so let's take a look at this map here. Gotta be very careful with it, because it is a 63-year-old map. Okay! This is a map of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island from 1951. Wow! The reason I dated this back to 1951 because look at the Taunton Fall River Expressway being opened here from Route 44 in Raynham all the way down through Esso there. And this road was once extended down to Somerset, and then this was Fall River Expressway. For now today is Route 24, and that was Route 24 in Harwich. And also I saw that Route 128 highway version was up and about here, as the Route 128 highway version ran from Gloucester down through Braintree, but the roadway was the highway version from Denver's all the way up to Route 9 in Wellesley at the time here. And there was 146 being constructed here from Route 20 in Auburn and for Knockbridge here. Wow! And there's a 146 freeway being constructed from Woonsocket down to Central Falls there. And this is a map of what Worcester looked like back in 1951. Whoa, this was before 290 in the Mass Pike in Worcester, and this was Springfield before Interstate 91 and Mass Pike came into existence here. And this is how downtown Providence looked back in 1951. Boy, Narragansett Park was a racetrack in Pawtucket that closed. Boy, where there was no 95 and 195 and 295 back then here, as you had to go down Route 1 from Boston to New York here. And look at Hartford without 84 as the Route 15 Merritt Parkway was still in existence, and that was New Haven, Connecticut without 95 and 91. And the New York highway system here. And this was Route 1A at the Hutchinson River Parkway before the Interstate Roadway came into existence back in 1956. And take a look at the speed limits. Oh my! You have to go 45 miles per hour in Massachusetts and Connecticut. It was up to 55 on parkways in Connecticut here. You had to go 50 miles per hour in Rhode Island and in New Hampshire. And you had to go 45 in the nighttime here. And it was up to 60 miles per hour on New Hampshire Turnpike. In New Jersey, New York, and Vermont at 50 miles per hour, and was speed limits in built-up areas are considerably reduced. Oh my! Imagine that if you were to take a day trip from Boston down to the Cape back in 51, you would have to reduce the speed limit, which takes a little longer here than where you take on Route 3 back today here. And flipping it over on the other side here. Wow! Look at downtown Boston back in 51. Oh boy. Oh my. Wow. Central Artery wasn't around back in 51, and the rapid transit back then was still the MTA before it became the MBTA. 13 years later. Oh my. And the tallest building in Boston at the time was the Custom House Tower. And look at great Metropolitan Boston road picture back in 51. Oh my word. 128 from Peabody to Newton on Highway version here. Route 128 went out to Hingham. And look at Boston to Cape Cod on the detailed version here. My, that was the good old days when there were no interstate highways here. The highway system was coming out of existence here. And look at the 3 easy step system. Oh my, look at this. Wow. Oh my, that was the Esso turn service. And that was a travel agency back in the early 50s, around 51. And you got Esso Road News with construction information, trips, addresses, and coming events. My gosh! That was the traffic report that a motorist had to use back in the early 50s. Well, hope you enjoyed. Oh my, look at this. Oh my, a wealth of information, the legends and complete indexes here to define where you go. And you have special maps of what the cities looked like back then. Mileage chart, triangle table with how long it is from Boston to Fall River. Public recreation structural facilities such as bathing, boating, and camping, and fishing, and picnicking. And there was a speed limit. So that was the good old days of roadways of Southern New England back in 51 from the Esso map.